Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host, and today we're diving into Brain Rules for Baby. How to Raise a Smart and Happy Child from 0 to 5 by John Medina. This book is a science-backed, no-nonsense guide to early childhood development, breaking down the latest research on how babies' brains grow and what parents can do to foster intelligence, emotional well-being, and happiness. If you've ever wondered whether classical music makes babies smarter, how to handle tantrums, or what actually shapes a child's IQ, this book delivers evidence-based answers without the fluff. Let's explore its key insights so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. One of Medina's most important messages is that intelligence and happiness are deeply intertwined. A smart child isn't just someone who can memorize facts, but someone who can navigate emotions, relationships, and challenges effectively. He argues that traditional ideas about intelligence, like pushing early academics, don't actually work. Instead, what truly makes a child thrive is a combination of strong emotional security, curiosity, and an environment that supports learning through exploration. The book begins with pregnancy and early brain development, dispelling common myths and reinforcing what actually helps a baby's brain grow. One of the biggest takeaways is that stress during pregnancy can have long-term effects on a baby's brain. While mild stress is normal chronic stress, whether from financial struggles, relationship conflicts, or a high-pressure lifestyle, can increase cortisol levels, affecting fetal brain development. Medina emphasizes the importance of a calm, supportive environment for expectant parents as one of the first gifts you can give your child. Once the baby is born, Medina dives into what truly shapes intelligence. And surprisingly, it's not flashcards, early reading programs, or screen-based learning. Instead, unstructured play, emotional bonding, and secure attachments are the real game changers. He explains that talking to your baby, engaging in back-and-forth interactions, and exposing them to rich, natural experiences are the best ways to stimulate cognitive development. The more parents engage in responsive communication, the stronger their child's language skills and problem-solving abilities become. One of the most fascinating sections of the book is Medina's deep dive into self-control and emotional intelligence, which, he argues, are even more important than IQ for long-term success. He references the famous marshmallow test, where children who could delay gratification at age 4, by waiting to eat a marshmallow for a bigger reward later, tended to have better life outcomes, including higher academic achievement and emotional stability. Teaching patience, Medina explains, isn't about strict discipline, but about creating environments where kids learn self-regulation through consistent routines and modeling behavior. Medina also addresses the role of play in brain development, arguing that free, imaginative play is far more beneficial than structured academic drills in the early years. He explains that play helps children develop creativity, social skills, and problem-solving abilities, all of which contribute to future intelligence. He encourages parents to step back from overscheduling and instead allow kids to explore, experiment, and discover things on their own terms. Sleep, another key factor in brain development, is often overlooked but plays a massive role in memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and learning. Medina discusses how sleep deprivation in young children can impact behavior, mood, and even cognitive performance. He reassures parents that establishing a predictable sleep routine is one of the best things they can do for their child's brain health, and that kids who sleep well tend to be better problem solvers and more emotionally stable. Perhaps one of the most refreshing aspects of Brain Rules for Baby is Medina's take on discipline and behavior management. He argues that traditional punishment-based methods, like spanking or excessive timeouts, don't actually teach kids better behavior. Instead, they create fear and compliance without fostering true understanding. What really works, according to Medina, is consistent, warm, and firm guidance that helps children understand consequences while still feeling safe and loved. He encourages logical consequences over punishment, where children learn the direct results of their actions, rather than just experiencing parental anger. Medina also discusses the impact of technology on young brains, explaining that while screens aren't inherently bad, they don't offer the same benefits as real-world, hands-on experiences. Children learn best through direct interaction, touch, and engagement with people, not passive screen consumption. He warns against overexposure to digital devices in the early years, emphasizing the importance of human connection and real-world exploration over flashy educational apps. The final takeaway from Brain Rules for Baby is a simple yet profound truth. What children need most is love, security, and a stimulating, low-stress environment where they can explore and develop at their own pace. Intelligence isn't something parents can force, it's something that naturally flourishes when kids feel safe, supported, and encouraged to be curious. Ultimately, Brain Rules for Baby is a refreshing, science-based guide that replaces parenting myths with solid evidence. Medina reassures parents that they don't need fancy programs, expensive toys, or a strict academic agenda to raise smart and happy children. Instead, responsive communication, strong emotional bonds, and play-based learning are the real keys to fostering a child's full potential. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this exploration of Brain Rules for Baby, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading, and remember, a child's brain thrives not on pressure, but on love, curiosity, and a secure foundation to grow from.